I'm hungry.
Be it Valentine's, Easter, Halloween, or Christmas, no schnecky says holidays like Just Born Incorporated PEEPS. And to celebrate 70 years of PP fun, Kellogg's brings to you PEEPS cereal. This pastel-colored morning treat mixes marshmallow-flavored cereal, marshmallow chicks, and bunnies, all presented in bright springtime colors. But be sure to enjoy it while you can. PEEPS cereal is only available for a limited time.
Look at this. This is pathetic. You know, you're probably tired of hearing me talk about myself, but hey, give me a little credit, alright? At least I'm admitting that I'm a screw-up. I never tell you stories about daring do and knightly valor. It's always about me being inept and dunked upon. And you know what this here reminds me of? This reminds me of being back in elementary school. It was first through third grades, I believe. A large portion of our class time would be divided into these reading groups. There were the low-level students who read all these remedial, boring books that were an insult to our intelligence, and then there were the higher-level students who were reading actual fun-looking stories. And I so wanted to be a part of that higher group. They had stories about alien invasions and popular characters from TV. They had those Mr. Men books, which were really popular at the time. They had Dr. Seuss and Where the Wild Things Are. I think they even had Choose Your Own Adventures over there. But no, I'm not reading any of that. I'm over here doing not doing what Donnie Don't does and seeing Spot run. I felt more than capable of being in that top level, but for whatever reason, the teacher thought otherwise. I bet it was probably because of my poor cursive skills. Cursive. Good riddance. So, how does that apply here? Well, I think last week's episode was like the teacher putting me in that higher reading level and then determining it was too scary and out of my league, so I was quickly yanked out of there and brought back to basics. Maybe a little bit too far back. PEEPS cereal is like the food equivalent of the very hungry caterpillar. Look at me. Middle-aged and still being pushed to the back of the class. Stay in school, everybody. Kellogg's PEEPS cereal, a marshmallow-flavored cereal with marshmallows! Marshmallow-flavored with marshmallows? Is this a realistic thing nowadays? I mean, I remember when I used to eat Lucky Charms and I would just cherry pick the marshmallows out of there and just eat those. My parents would yell at me for doing that. And oh, what do we have here? It says limited edition. It's a very special product I'm holding in my hands right here. I remember back in the day, the term limited edition meant that there'd be enough for everybody, but it would just be on the shelves for a short amount of time. It was just a temporary thing. Nowadays, limited edition means you better get it quick because the scalpers are on their way. You want to put out a product and make buku bucks? You just put those two magical words on your box, limited edition, and then some dingbat is gonna come to the supermarket, fill his entire shopping cart with your product, buy them all out. And then you're gonna restock your inventory, he's gonna come back and do it again. And to all the food lovers out there, to all the fans of Kellogg's products, you might look at this as a mild inconvenience. You're like, oh, I missed out on that Monster Mash cereal that came out. I guess I was a little bit late on the party for that one. But for a guy with an eating show like myself, this is the utter bane of my existence. You have no idea how often these two cursed words have ruined my plans. You know what? Forget the PEEPS cereal for now. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. See this? What you are looking at was to be the next Lay's Do Us a Flavor special. Specials that I absolutely love to put together. Specials that I do every year. You are looking at the aborted version of it. And why? Let me tell you why. Read it and weep. Limited edition. Limited edition! Limited edition! And these would have been fun and great to review on the show. They're actual junk food themed potato chips. Almost like cross-mutated snacks. We got wavy Funyun flavored potato chips and Cool Ranch Dorito flavored potato chips. I got them. They're right here. They're sitting right in front of me. Why don't I review them? Because it's an incomplete special. You'll see indicated on the bottom of this bag There clearly is represented a Cheetos flavored potato chip. And it never arrived. I bet the scalpers, what was going through their minds? I mean, they probably just wanted to save a little bit of money. Maybe their past criminal ventures weren't paying off. Maybe they were buying out too many limited edition things that weren't really in demand and they were kind of like down on profits. So with this, they decided to get a little bit strategic and say to themselves, everybody's gonna want to try these products. It's probably gonna want to try all three. So we'll just leave these two flavors alone and we'll go after the one we think is gonna be the most popular. I get my food from the Divinity Crate, and from what I understand, the Divinity Crate's base of operation is located in northeastern United States, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, that area. Now, I'm stuck down here in Limbo. I have no way of getting into my car and going out and checking, but from what I understand, up on Earth, even while they were just releasing these items, they were brand spanking new and heading out to stores, you check any Walmart, you check any supermarket, you check any 7-Eleven, you couldn't find the Cheeto flavor anywhere, but you could find these flavors all over the place. Those scalpers were really working overtime on this one. And I mentioned the Monster Mash cereal earlier, the conglomerate of all the monster cereals like Frankenberry and Boo Berry, Count Chocula. Wonder how all that would taste when all mixed together, but yeah, I mean, I didn't do a Halloween special this year, so I kind of forewent that one, but from what I understand, it was available maybe for the first week of October. And then you couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, it is everything. It is literally everything that is limited edition you can't find after that first week or maybe even the first couple of days. And this sort of thing has affected the show before. I've talked about those Jones flavored Thanksgiving sodas that I wanted to review for the show. You can't get those anywhere. The pumpkin spice Spam, how hard was it for me to get a hold of that for the Halloween special a couple years back? This is the worst example of that ever happening to the show, and it's only getting worse, people. What's next? Am I gonna have to go to Ticketmaster to buy my snacks? And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you have an eating show and you put a quarter of the effort that I put into my show and somehow you get tens of thousands of millions and billions of viewers. Never ever give in to the scalpers. Never buy a bag of potato chips for $59 because it's just gonna get worse and they're just gonna keep doing it and you're feeding into the criminal underbelly of the universe. And I could be a real bastard if I wanted. I could maybe rally my viewers to raise some cheddar so we could buy a bag of Cheetos flavored potato chips to review on the show. But I would never ever do that. No, not out of principle. Even if it's readily available to me, I'm not paying those freaking criminals because they're the reason that this is all happening in the first place. This should be easy. This should be something that would just appear in Divinity Crate, available to everybody. They're ruining the freaking planet. You know what? If anybody out there wants to help out, if you have a dusty old bag of Cheetos flavored potato chips, maybe elsewhere in the United States or elsewhere in the world, maybe you even have one that's open. Maybe you didn't like the way it tasted and you curled it up and you just put like a little bag clip on it and it's tucked away in your shelf somewhere. You can send me that. Maybe we can arrange something, but never ever give in to those scalpers. Never! Why? Why do I continue to do this show? It only causes me stress. Anyway, it's easy to forget this is what the main event is, right, ladies and gentlemen? PEEPS flavored cereal let me catch a whiff. Oh, God. It is unfair that the kids of 2021 get to have this for breakfast. I would have killed to have something this unhealthy and call it breakfast! No. What am I missing? Where are all the bunnies? Where are all the chicks? I mean, it smells astounding, don't get me wrong, but this is false advertising! Oh look, there's one! And there's one! This pellet to marshmallow ratio is off. I think it would be more fitting to get rid of all these neon colors, just make it a red and white striped cereal, make a game out of this and make it a Where's Waldo cereal! Where the hell are all the marshmallows? This is inexcusable! Are the marshmallows a limited edition? Alright, I gotta calm down. I just gotta eat it. Maybe I got a defective box, but I can't help but think This would be 10 times better with some marshmallows in it. I've never ever seen this happen. In any given box of Lucky Charms, you maybe have like a ratio of like 5 oats to every marshmallow. Here, the ratio is like 200 to 1. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. You know, I bet they could turn this into a game on Price is Right. They just fill up a giant vat full of Peeps cereal, and they tell the contestants to just reach in and grab a giant heaping handful. If they have any marshmallows in that handful, they lose the game. It would be the easiest damn game on Price is Right. Everybody would walk out with a car. I've yet to encounter one of these elusive marshmallows, but the marshmallow taste of the cereal is pretty good. But definitely leaves a little bit to be desired. There's a staleness to it that I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to taste. I mean, this is a limited edition item, like I said. Who knows how long this has been sitting on some deep, dark shelf waiting to be discovered. Maybe it was unearthed in a pirate chest. I don't know. Oh my God. I have something miraculous to share with you. You're never going to be ready for this. Are you ready for this? I have located a marshmallow. You see it? It's right there on the top. It's right in the middle there. This little orange chickadee. Should I shout Eureka? It's almost like a fun game to that. But anyway, I'll pop it in my mouth and let you know what I think. Okay. It's really good. It adds an extra note of sweetness to an already sweet marshmallowy cereal. Of course, it would be a lot better if there were a lot more of them. And you know, I shouldn't have expected this from the cereal because if they did this, it would have been horribly unhealthy, like to the point where they wouldn't be allowed to sell it. But it don't taste like no Peeps. I know what Peeps taste like, and they don't taste like this. They just taste like cereal marshmallows, and we all know what those taste like. To me, that's kind of false advertising too. You know, I really hate to do this, but you know what? This seems like it's failing on all counts. I want to try to give it every chance that it can get. I am going to try this the way that it was intended to be eaten, with milk. And I really don't like cereal with milk in it, but you know what? Maybe it'll blow my mind somehow. I don't know how, but I want to try to be fair because this is such a rare cereal. I mean, not a lot of people are going to be able to eat it. I would at least say something nice about it. No. No. You know, I'll tell you what the milk did. I was complaining about the staleness earlier. The milk takes that staleness completely away. You don't taste it anymore. But, the million-dollar question, what do you taste? I taste milk. The taste of the marshmallow is so light, the milk drowns it out. So it fails on this level too. Quite honestly, I'm flim-flammed. I'm shocked. I'm flabbergasted that this is so underwhelming. I thought this was a slam dunk. I mean, it's candy-flavored cereal. It's cereal with bodacious amounts of marshmallows in it. How hard is that? But I'm gonna have to really score this an underwhelming score of 1.5 stars. How the heck does this happen? How does a cereal juggernaut like Kellogg's mess up something so miraculously that should have been a sure deal? How did they completely crap the bed? They got in a partnership with Peeps, and they really did the Peeps brand rotten. You gotta know at this point, the folks at Kellogg's, they're not this dumb. They know what the gig is. Those magical words are accursed words, however which way you want to look at them. Limited edition means that this product is not meant to be eaten. This product is meant to be put into a box and sealed away, sold to the public, who will in turn squirrel them away into some deep dark cavern and collect it. If things are limited edition, they're no longer short-time tasty treats. They are merely trophies. It's your good buddy DJ Clive saying until next time, you really shat the bed, Peeps. I'll see you in Limbo.